All right, so we're back. We're taking the vet out for a little bit of a Sunday cruise. Typically when I do take it out, it is just kind of a weekend driver. And since owning it, it honestly really hasn't gotten too dirty. I've gotten some bug splatters, things like that. But it's all been pretty easy to kind of clean off with a duster or just hit it with some detailing spray. But now we're kind of getting to the point to where it's getting a little bit dirty, especially on the wheels. There was a little bit of screeching and I was a little bit surprised. The car only has, I bought it with 29,000 and now I believe we're at 31,000 miles. I think there might be maybe a little bit of rust like on the rotors or something like that. I talked to a local mechanic and that's what they were thinking. So if you guys know, let me know. But with that, we're starting to get a little bit of brake residue on the wheels. So as you look, it's not terrible, but you can definitely tell, right? Whoop, just a wee bit dirty. So I'm pretty excited. This weekend I went out and I bought some new cleaning supplies for it. One of which is a Craftsman kind of portable pressure washer. So I'll be excited to use that on the whole car. I figured that was probably just more feasible to do at home rather than going out, washing the car, drying it off, taking all the stuff with me. So anywho, got that. And I also bought some other detailing equipment that I didn't necessarily already have. So I'm pretty excited to get into that. I will say another thing that I'm excited about as well, in case you didn't know, what the car has done to it right now as is. It has some upgraded heads. I'm not sure the exact brand, but they are definitely upgraded. I think they were like $4,500 the guy paid to get them in there. And then it also does have Borla Attack axle back mufflers on it, and it sounds pretty good. But I recently went out to a test and tune here locally in the North Carolina area, and it definitely brought back some memories of the old Camaro that I had and the upgrades that I did and just how much fun it is to see people out there on the drag strip driving their cars. So, well, my question is for you guys, knowing what's done to my car, it's a 2007 Z06 with the LS7, upgraded heads, and an axle back exhaust. What would you do next? I've looked around and the ultimate goal with it is probably going to be a NA build. So cam, headers, cold air intake, manifold, and then whatever other supporting mods of, you know, spark plugs, wires, all that great stuff, and whatever else. So my question is to you guys, what is probably the best route to go next? I have a couple ideas. I've done some research. I think I have a couple pieces of equipment that I'd like to get, but a lot of it is financially planning for it. But I'd just be curious what you guys would do. If you had this car, what would be your next upgrade that you would do for it? All right, so I like to get some driving content as well too. So I figured I'd get a couple clips here to throw in the video just so that way you guys can kind of see what it's like in the cabin. I guess this is with the windows up. Still kind of hear it. But overall, like, love the sound and performance. I believe it did get dyno tuned when they put the heads in this. I don't know what it made. I don't have any paperwork or anything for that. So what the plan would be is, as I was kind of talking about what type of performance mod should I do next, is when that would get done, to do a dyno. Now I will say, it's not like I'm gonna go do a cold air intake and then be like, all right, I gotta dyno it. What it would probably be is either a intake manifold on like a cold air intake, or if it was headers, to like, you know, the cross piping, whatever, X pipe, Y pipe, whatever comes with it. And then I would do the cold air intake. I think the ultimate goal would be get this thing set up for a cam for that NA build, and then you kind of go from there. Anyways, let's hear what it sounds like as we hit this. And it's all just getting up to speed. And there we are. Tons of fun. The camera got jacked up. So the camera gets jacked up on those poles because right now all I'm using is a like single mount thing that I initially got from my GoPro, but I'm using my phone for it. Long story short, because I'm not a fan of the GoPro. maybe I could just upgrade that would help, but at the same time I'm like, man, if I could just do it on my phone and do that for now, we'll figure that out. So but yeah, this car ain't a lot of fun. Again, I don't know what it's putting down.